What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? It's Chris from the Anomalies channel. Guys, got another cool one for you today. The title of this is, when is a rock not a rock? Because, again, we've been saying, or at least I've been saying all along, and a lot of other people have been saying it too now, is that they're using like this rock mimicking software to actually change what may be an actual anomaly, maybe something mechanical, maybe an animal, could be anything, and they're changing it into what looks like a rock. So you'd be none the wiser. I came across this panorama that was put together by Neville Thompson, and I give credit wherever it's due. He does like a bunch of these panoramas, and what they call gigapans. Now this is comprised, all of these pictures, like 21. If you count this one on the bottom, because I'm not sure if it's part of this one or the one to the left of it, if it's counted as one of those, my guess is it's probably about 22 frames altogether. Now, I want to show you something in here, because this is the rock I want to show you guys, but there's a couple other anomalies I want to show you in this. And we're just going to go from right here all the way across. Just on this ridge here. There's a few things I want to show you guys that, again, they look like there's rocks, but it looks like there's something underneath them. And I don't know what they are, of course, but because there's no way of knowing. But I can show you, let me see if we can find these things now, because some of these things are really hard to find. But if you were to stare at these pictures, and I don't mean like, you see that weird pictures like, oh, I see a sailboat in it. I don't mean that kind of looking into it, but just little things that, like this here. Check this out. Looks like some kind of pipe, and then it's got a piece going across, like an upside-down T. I'm not sure that a rock would do that. Look at the way this so-called rock, has this kind of arch to it. There's something right here going across. See that right there? Going across. Something going in and then back out here. And it looks like there's something underneath it. I don't know if it connects to this piece. But looks like there's mechanical things. Now, come on. Look at some of these rocks, guys. Come on, seriously. Really? Turn your head to the left. This looks like some kind of evil monster. It's got teeth and an eyeball. Of course, you can't see the other one. But, of course, I'm being silly about that. But, again, here's another thing. Look at this. What is this little doodad here right on this rock? And it's actually got a little shadow to it right there. But what does that? How is that a regular, normal rock? Yeah. There's so many things in here. Let me just check this out. What is that? Comes up, goes across, and then goes back down. Nice and smooth. Like I said, I mean, these are just things, you can't tell what they are, but they're definitely questionable. And, yeah, I mean, look at these rocks, the way they're put together. Come on. Like, there's got a slice, but it just looks super smooth. Yeah, how about this 90-degree angle sitting right here in the dirt? Yeah, okay. And it's supposed to be like another rock. Look, it comes down, goes across nice and smooth. Yeah, anybody who believes these are rocks, come on now. Now, this is the first, another thing here. I shouldn't say the first, but there's something in here. You can actually see it's rounded. Goes like this here and then goes into this darker part, but it kind of looks like it's one piece. And if you were to blast this away, you'd probably find something pretty interesting there. Okay, to the right of that, check this thing out. What is that? It's almost like if you're looking down at the top of a tank, only you wouldn't be able to see the barrel sticking out of it, but another funky thing. What is it? There's something right here next to it. It's got two little dots in it. See, it almost looks like a square box type thing. Might be part of this whole gray piece, but it has these two little dots in it. What rock does that? I mean, as we're going along, look at this. Something else. Sticking right out. Is it possible some of these things are like a vine? And because there is actually, I strongly believe, Mars is still alive with plant growth and all kinds of trees and so on and so forth. So are they trying to hide that as well? Who knows? Let me see. There's so many of them in here. I started just going through them, and I'm trying to remember all the ones I ran into. Yeah, this looks like a typical rock. What do you think of that, guys? Got this big square whatever. It looks like flat, but it's something like a fin kind of thing sticking out. Don't ask me what that is. Have no clue. But to the people who believe they are nothing but rocks, come on. Do you really believe that looks like rocks? Some of the things I'm showing you so far. I don't believe so. And, when you really, really dig into these pictures, you can see some crazy stuff. Looks like something like a giant crocodile mouth or something like that. I mean, what kind of rock does that? Like I said, guys, I live in a mountainous state, and, I don't see things like this. Look at this. This, like, white box kind of thing sticking in here. Look at this. It actually looks like it has a corner as opposed to just something flat, because the way it goes up and then goes back down, it looks like it's got a corner to it. And look at all these little things on the ground. They don't look like just simple rocks to me anyway. Look at this thing here. Look at the details in this. I mean, if you guys want to believe they're rocks, that's fine. It's up to you, but I don't believe so. There's one other goofy rock that's, well, not one. There's actually several. I'm going to tell you what I think it looks like. Look at this. Nice straight lines going across, come down like this here. Let's see if I can find that goofy looking thing. Look at this thing. What is this? It looks like just a smudge of rock and junk, but then you have this shape of this thing, like almost like a half moon or half round disc. What looks like a square with a circle on the side of it. I mean, are they hieroglyphs? Or there's nothing more than the manipulation that they're doing to these pictures to make it look that way? I don't know. Because they put a lot of time into these pictures, guys. Just believe me when I tell you. Trying to find this other funky looking rock. Well, supposed rock. Look at this. Look like this flat area right on the ground here. This lighter area. There's so many things in this picture, guys. Just go into this picture and take your time. I'll give you the link to it, of course. Just have a look at this thing. You're just going to be like, what? What does that? There's no way the hell... They're just not rocks. Simple as that. Look at this. Nice oval opening here. Almost looks like a vent type thing. See that? Let me see what this other thing is here. Yeah, nice flat rock. It just happens to be, you know, just laying there. Just big old flat rock. Now, I'm not saying that can't happen in nature. Of course it can. Check this out. What does that? Look at the way this goes down. It's almost ghosted out right there. Comes down, goes back up. Has this piece over here. So a lot of these things are ghosted out. It's just fake pictures, guys. It's fake rock on top of here. On top of these things. Look at this. Almost like this nice arch. Is it a shadow? Well, I don't know. Because it looks like the sun's coming from this east or right into... And this is all shadowed, so why would that be like that? It looks like this nice arch type thing, so I don't know. These are the things you got to pay attention to. Even these little things in here. Look at this. 90-degree angles. Looks like parts just strewn around. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there's something here. Check this out. Right in here. Has this round thing with a dot in the middle. The more you look at this picture, man, you could sit here for hours if you just slowly go from one end to the other. And I believe that, yeah, the MSL, it's from Sol 706 to 708. And again, like I said, the rover over each day, well, over a course of one day, will take several X amount of pictures, depending on how many they want to take. So, yeah. Let me see if I can find another real wild-looking picture here, and then I'll get to the that rock there. But I mean, check this out. Here's a good example. What does that? Look at this. This half of whatever this is. See it? It's just... You can tell it's either being covered up, whatever this is, completely covered up. Look at this. This looks like it's got a bunch of detail in it for a simple rock. Look at that. Nice 90-degree angle, a bunch of little things all off of it. Check it out. Even in here, faintly, this looks like there's a bunch of little details and things going like it's parts of something, and they just make it look like a rock. That's all there is to it. See if we can find this other rock way over here. There's tons of... Check this one out. I love this. This is great. Nice arched stone kind of thing. See that? And it has like a concaved area and the way that's... And then convexed on the other side. I mean... unless that was part of a building of some sort, I don't think that's a natural rock. Something tells me it's just not a natural rock. Look at this right here. You can just see this very faintly, but it looks like something oval sitting right here. And it's got a side to it. Look at this. Something whiter or lighter on it. Now, if that's in the shade, that shouldn't show up. Not unless, of course, it's a really bright surface. Look at this. Just keep going over. You can just see tons of crap laying in here. Look at this thing. Yeah, that looks like a natural rock to me. See that? They have something right here. It's white. Has an arch, but then they made it look like a rock on its side. And there's all of this. Look at all of the detail into this. There's clearly, look at this, something sticking out with a, looks like a ball at the end. There's something with a hole right here, and it goes down like this. Look at this whole piece right here. I mean, it's insane, guys. There's so much stuff in here. It's just take the time to eyeball it, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this thing. Oh yeah, that's a rock. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3. Now I jumped over these other two rocks I wanted to show you. I don't know how I managed that, but let me just see if I can find them again, because they're pretty interesting. I saw this and I was just like, oh my god, check that out. Let me go back here. I'll be able to find it pretty quick on this way. Alright, this one here. See if I can find it. This one's hidden pretty good. It is really hard to find. What kind of rock does this? Nice, almost top of a square type thing. You can tell it just doesn't even look like a rock. Why scientists are looking at these rocks and saying, oh yeah, that absolutely looks normal to me, is beyond me. So you know that either they've been told to shut it and not say a word, or, you know, they're just oblivious. I just find it hard to believe a scientist could be that stupid and overlook this stuff. It just simply doesn't make sense. I don't know if I can find this other wannabe rock. I love the way that looks. Look at this. Now, that could be simple shadow on there, but just have a look at these things, guys. I mean, look at this. Nice cutout on a rock. Something underneath that could be anything, of course. Somehow I missed this other rock. Now, I've got the other one. I know where that one is. Let me see if I can zoom in again. This one's really hard to find, and I thought it was something here. Oh, here we go, right here. Now, first, you're going to laugh because the way it sounds. It almost looks like there's two things that look like the tops of cars here. Now, of course, this actually looks like a giant frog here with two eyes and a mouth, but check underneath it. It has like this shape here, got this middle section, and goes back, and it looks like almost like a rooftop of a car. Now, you're going to say, Chris, how does that look like a car to you? Well, I'm going to show you something else that looks very similar, but even more so. Now, this could be like the driver's side window with the passenger side just barely showing in the back. Now, you might say, well, I don't see that. Okay. How about this one? It's got a giant boulder on it, supposedly. Anybody missed their lunchbox somewhere? Here's a lunchbox. I don't know what that is. I don't know of any stones that form like that. You can see it going across and then down. Okay. Look at this thing. I just noticed this before zooming back out. Look at this. Almost like this hexagon shape with this thing. Yeah. Have a look at this picture, guys. Now, let me get to the other thing that kind of looks like a weird, funky top of a car. And this one looks even more so. I mean, when you look at it, you just can't help it. Look at this thing. I just seen this. Look at this. I don't know if it's all ruins, guys. I think a lot of the stuff's being covered up. Now, check this out. Right here. Tell me that doesn't look like a roof of a car right here. This looks like it'd be the driver's side window. Car's facing this way. Back of the window, you can see it right here, and it's just starting to go over here. Then you can see the back window going across. See it? It looks like this is the whole roof of a car right here. This whole mess. Back window. You know, driver's side back window, or driver's side, yeah, rear window. And there's the driver's side window. And like I said, the vehicle would be facing that way and the trunk would be over here. Now, I'm not saying it is a car, obviously, because I don't know what it is. I'm just saying what I think it looks like. That's when the pareidolia comes in. You know, these people like to say it's pareidolia all the time. What happens if you don't know what it is? And you're just saying, okay, it's an object. It clearly doesn't look like a rock. Like this piece right here. It's going down. Then it has this arch going this way. See it? Has a perfectly nice 90-degree corner and goes up and above. But to me, this right here, this whole area kind of looked like a rooftop of a car. Now, is it one? It could be, and I couldn't prove it to you anyway. So, but it's nothing but speculation and conjecture. You know that. All right, now let's get back to this rock. I want to show you this thing. This is great. There's a couple little anomalies that just kind of jumped out at me when I looked at this rock. And then what I'll do is I'll show it to you in Photoshop, just kind of a little bit better. Now check this out. This little piece right here, right in this area, it almost looks like it's got this little arch, another arch, like it's one big, well, I wouldn't say big, but small cylindrical piece. It almost looks like the little tiny thing sticking out, like a little antenna type thing. But see it? Right there. And it's peeking out of that rock. Okay? Now there's things in here that can be seen and some things you can't. Now, here's a good example. In the front of this, it has this smooth rock area. Okay, that's not out of the ordinary. You can always find smooth rocks in nature. Okay, what about this thing? What is that? What is that? And it has like a lip on it right here, but check that out. Now, it looks like it's one, two, like this, maybe things, it's part of something larger, that's for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. And then I want to show you some other things. Here's a good example. Two little small dots or circles with something going up and around them. And there's other little things in here that look like, you know, like it has like details that they're trying to hide. Here's another example. What rock has things running down it like this? There's something going in here, but you can see this one here actually going like this and coming all the way down. Now, you go, okay, well, maybe that's nothing. Well, is it something to do with like a creeping vine? Is it something to do with wires? I don't know rocks to have that unless it has a growth, meaning something live, like something, like I said, either vines or something of that sort. Is it part of a machinery? Is it wires? I don't know. Here's another thing I don't know if you can see this, but right here, there's something sitting right here and has this shape to it. Has like a side to it, and you'll see that a little bit better. It's actually been fudged out. This part was pretty cool because I saw this and I was just going, what does that? You can see where here's a good example. This is great. They really highly contrast anything here, and then the stuff they don't want you to see down below, they will absolutely either fudge out, meaning blur, or pixelate, whatever you choose, and like all in here, same thing. And anything that's dark, they'll make it darker. Anything to hide any kind of areas. Now check this out. What does this? I was really curious about this. Look, it looks like a corner of something with like a nail or a screw sticking out. I don't know if that looks like that to you guys, but check this out. Look at this. One little dot, two, like perfect. 1, 2. Has this what looks like a corner. It doesn't even look like the rock at all. See that? And then it has just what looks like a screw or something sticking out of it. But it also has something winding around it. You can see something right there going just faintly around it. And then it has these two little round type balls type things. And then there's others. Look at this. Check it out. It goes like this. Goes down. Look at this piece here. Up. Goes back down. And it's just crazy here, guys. There's like things in here. Look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's got a black body to it. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like a modern day IC circuit. Integrated circuit. It's just things like that. You just go, okay, how is this a complete rock? But let me jump into this here. This is what I've got. And I'm just going to just enhance this thing. Darken the brighter areas and bring up the other areas. And I'm going to show you right here. Oops, wrong one. Again, you've got this right here. Right here. Little dot. And it has this something going like this here. Now, I thought that was pretty strange, but, you know, you go, okay, that's not too bad. Here's those weird-looking, what looks like wires or something. Look at this. Goes all the way down. It looks to have like these weird shapes in here. What they are, I don't know. When you go from this picture, see how you can actually see how it's like really brightened out. But check this area right here. It does this here. Has this nice opening like that. What it does? See it? By docketing in, you can literally use the burn tool and bring things right out in this. I don't know if you guys notice this too, but there's not just the, look at this, there's something coming here, going all the way down. There's something right here, very faintly going like this, coming down. I don't think this is just a rock. And here's another thing, check this out. Here's another thing that jumped out. Just these little tiny details, and I didn't know what it was at first. Let me see if I can just go back to the regular picture. This is what he had right here. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. Split in the middle. Goes down and comes down. Now, it doesn't look like much, but let's go ahead and enhance it a little bit. And you can see what looks like it has multiple parts to it. Well, I kind of loused that up a little bit, but... Now, you can actually see little tiny lines in here, like this separate pieces inside this. Now, I don't know what this is, couldn't tell you. But it clearly does not look like a simple rock to me. to me. See that? But you can still see the shape of this pretty darn good with this separation right here. And then you've got right here. So, yeah, I just study these so-called rocks and you'll see what I'm talking about. And here is the same way. Even the way the picture was is something like this here. It has these shapes in here that don't look... It doesn't look like it's just naturally forming. Let's just put it that way. That's the best way to explain it. There's still something in here I couldn't get out. It's almost impossible. Now, is this done here by our good friends at NASA? Check that out. Nice and completely straight. Goes down, goes like this. Piece coming down, piece coming down. Is that from NASA? I don't know. it doesn't look like a standard rock. Now, here's that other piece I was telling you about with some more details. Right in here. You can see that right here. Something's right here. I don't know what that is, but it's going like this. Boom. Goes around. There is actually something here, but I wasn't able to bring it out here in the video. I don't know how it didn't come out, but you've got something that goes like this. Then it has this corner. At least it appears to have this corner. But anyway, you can see that pretty good now. Here's the picture he had. Burn through this crap, and you'll find it pretty easy. There is one faint right there. You can see it. Going down here. Here's another thing. Check this out. Well, you can see the actual thing I was telling you about just now. And you can see how it actually touches. Well, I actually had a little bit more of a bend than that, but here we go. I mean, if that looks naturally forming, shoot, I don't know about all that. All right, let's go back up a little further here. And you can just see these little details in here that just, yeah. Yeah, that looks like a miniature vase, or vase, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Has that lip to it right there. And then comes down like this here. Now, is it something they put there to cover up what's actually there, or is that the real deal? I don't know. But it is something to make you question it. Now, you know, everything I've said in this video doesn't mean that, you know, it's true what I'm saying, what I think it is. I'm just saying that's what comes to mind, and there you go. I didn't want to go over this here. This has this weird, almost straight area going all the way across. But look down here, like this, there's this cutout right here. There's something inside that. Goes up. And you got this white square. Who knows? Maybe there is little Martians on here. I mean, it almost looks like a like a platform where they, you know, stand up and walk around. I don't know. But see that? And then it has these openings here. Okay, and here's that other piece here again. That corner. I'm just gonna go like that, and it almost looks rounded at the base, and it has what looks like this. I call it a screw, a nail, call it what you want. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I mean, here's something else. Look at this coming out. Going up like this here. It looks like wires or some kind of vines. You guys tell me what you think it is. I mean, I don't know. But there's lots to see in here if you just look at it. You will find this stuff actually in here. And, you know, let me go ahead and just move this over a bit. See if there's anything else I missed. Again, it's got that round area there. It's got... It's something, I don't even know what the heck this is. I just noticed this. Going like this. And of course you can't really make out too many details after that. But this, I don't know what this is either. This is something right here. Looks like it's been blotched out. And that's even in this picture. You can see that. You can see where it's like whited out. So, I don't know, guys. I just figured I'd bring you that because I'm telling you, man... People need to start getting into these pictures a lot more. You know, and like I said, I'll give you not only this picture, but I'll also give you the link to, what do you call it, that Gigapan, so you can eyeball it. I mean, if you just stop and take your time looking into this thing, you're going to see that you're just going to go, yeah, these clearly are not rocks, not just rocks. Look at this right here. I don't know if you guys seen this either. But right here on this back side of this thing has like what looks like something here. Looks like something else. Almost like something actually goes like this, and it's been covered up. You know, it just... Again, I mean... come on. And with these details, you can see these little details in here. Now, some of it is going to be... there's no doubt going to be, you know, manipulation. That's all there is to it. That's a nice smooth arch in that rock, by the way. And here's those little other pieces here. And has something going right over it, and so on and so forth. And there's a bunch of little details in that. So anyway, guys, I'll let you guys check that out yourselves as well. I've also got those other pictures going up for my last video. You can check that out. I think I got like 6 or 8 pictures going up for that, and you guys can eyeball that as well. So, all right, guys, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Don't want to make this super long. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, still got a lot more videos to throw up here. You know, I'm trying to get some, while I got free time, I'm trying to put these up. So if you see like a dry spell, don't get worried. It might be because I'm busy trying to get some things done here. Again, it's been like 89, well, it was 90 degrees yesterday here, so rather warm, but gives you the opportunity to get out and do things, so you know what I mean. I'm sure you guys have been there yourselves, meaning doing stuff around the house or on the yard, so on and so forth. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for the next videos coming up, and I appreciate you guys watching. As always, share the video, give me a thumbs up, and there you go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.